From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alejandro Sanchez.
And I'm Carpio Grego. Start our show, an Anthony, New Mexico man is facing 21 years in prison for trafficking fentanyl. He pleaded guilty to trafficking 1.5 kilograms of fentanyl and was sentenced yesterday.
Edgar Omar Martinez was arrested on March 14 after FBI agents seized approximately 17,000 fentanyl pills from his vehicle. He expected to be paid $3,200 for transporting the drugs. Instead, he was caught and he pleaded guilty on August 26. Assistant U.S. Attorney Kyle Myers and Michael William prosecuted the case. The Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office is seeking the public's help in a homicide investigation that occurred in June.
That's right, Alejandro. Deputies responded to a call regarding an unattended death near 4201 Dripping Springs Road, finding the dead body of Joseph Ruiz. The Sheriff's Office is requesting the public's assistance from anyone who may have been seen suspicious activity in the area or have relevant information. Anyone with that information is asked to contact Central Dispatch at 575-526-0795, or they can provide information anonymously through Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477. Now, the Las Cruces police reported no major injuries after a crash this morning involving 2 cars and an SUV. It happened on Highway 70 West around 11 a.m.
Public Information Officer Dan Trujillo says speeding was a contributing factor and the roads were wet with rain. The police have some safety tips. Avoid unnecessary travel during rainstorms, slow down when it's raining, don't slam on your brakes, leave more than 2 seconds between you and the vehicle ahead, drive around puddles, and if the rain is too heavy, pull over until conditions improve.
Well, Carmina, Alejandro, I don't know about you, but we got some rain, some cool weather. It finally felt like winter out there, like it says on the calendar.
Yeah, it's definitely getting very cold right there. So let's take a look at how those current conditions look. Now, we definitely had some rain today, but we're experiencing some wind outside of here at NMSU campus. So let's take a look at how those current conditions look. Today we had some cloudy skies with a temperature of 56 degrees with winds going southwest at 17 miles per hour. Our humidity was at 60%, our dew point at 38 degrees, and our barometer at 29.93 inches. Now our high today was of 88 degrees and at 54 degrees for average low of 32 degrees. And for our records today, back in 2020, we had a high of 80 degrees, which was actually one of the hottest years here in Las Cruces, and a low of 27 degrees back in 2018. Today, we did experience some rain with 0.27 inches, meaning our yearly of 8.87 inches. Now back to the desk.
Now, Alejandro, I want you to imagine, just imagine, a place where kids can curl up with a book and they actually want to read.
Well, News22 Carmina Conde found such a place and is here to tell us about it.
Thanks, guys. It's a Jornada Elementary School, a place where kids can let their imaginations fly.
Interventions have shaped.
Elena is all about math, science, and big dreams of becoming a doctor. But there's one more thing at school she can get enough of.
I love reading so much.
Teachers at Jornada Elementary created a reading cafe that gives students a comfortable space to explore their favorite books. A place they can practice reading in a relaxed, supportive environment.
I love that I get to sit where I want to and sit with my friends, read with my friends, and learn a lot.
Great Inventions is the type of book that Alina likes. This is the type of book that you can find here at Jornada Elementary at the Reading Cafe that helps kids learn about the stuff they like.
I think books that represent students, where they come from, who they connect with, are important, but I also feel that books that give students a view of something that's totally different is really important too.
The cafe started after Principal Martinez saw volunteers reading with kids in the hallways. She thought, why not create a dedicated reading room? With help from Children's Reading Alliance and the district's Attendance for Success department, the idea became reality.
It's just to encourage and let everyone know that reading is a fun activity that you can get comfortable and really change your world with.
The cafe is open to volunteers who love reading with kids, and teachers are joining in as well, finding ways to make it part of their classroom time.
I think that's an opportunity for students to hear how others read out loud, and then a good opportunity for them to listen, which is good to help them become stronger readers also.
There's a boy in the bathroom.
As students expand their vocabulary and pronunciation.
Like, it helps me read a lot and helps me learn a lot of words. So when I get stuck on something, like a word, then I could just probably come here and see the word.
They say the program is so successful, every school should adopt it.
If you're interested in donating books or volunteering to read at the cafe, you can contact Coronado Elementary at 575-527-9536.
That's great, Carmen. I might just do that. God knows I need a reason to read more.
Yes, definitely. You guys should definitely volunteer out there.
I do. I really want to volunteer.
NMSU is expanding its language, offering a brand new minor in American Sign Language. The program is designed to allow students to not only learn the ASL language and culture, but also build a stronger connection working with the deaf community in Las Cruces and soon the entire state.
Minor is just a perfect beginning to that. It's a perfect stepping stone for that.
The minor will be available to students across many majors and will officially launch the spring 2026 semester. Now stay tuned, Carmina Conde will be back with your national forecast.
Fresh, traditional, original, the finest quality, and always tasty. Products that define a culinary culture and one of the greatest food capitals of the world. Follow the trails to Oishi, Tokyo on NHK World Japan.
Thursday at 2 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Having aired in the U.S. and internationally for over 3 decades, Wailana Yoga helped pioneer the modern-day yoga movement. With her clear and authentic instruction set against spectacular scenic backdrops and uplifting music, Wailana makes yoga easily accessible and enjoyable for people of all backgrounds and experience levels.
Sunday morning at 6:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Now, it's been rainy here in Cruces, but things are looking worse for our neighbors in Texas. Storms moving across the south could affect parts of Texas that are still recovering deadly flooding this past July.
More than 5 inches of rain could fall in some places. Now that's enough to cause flooding. A level 3 flood risk is in place for Texas Hill Country, and the rest of Central and North Texas could have localized flooding, including the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That second round of rain is expected to arrive after the weekend. Well, I know we're getting some all right weather here, but I'm not very selfish. I'm wondering what's going on with the rest of the country, Alejandro.
I mean, Carmina's next with our national weather forecast. She can tell us more.
Thanks, guys. Now, we're definitely experiencing some cold and rainy weather across all the country. Starting with the West Coast, San Francisco 60 degrees, Los Angeles some rainy skies with 62 degrees, and our friends in Phoenix actually got to feel a little cold today with 64 degrees and some cloudy skies. Our neighbors in El Paso 63 degrees, and if we move over into New York, they actually had some sunny skies today with 49 degrees. And also our capital in Washington, 49 degrees. Now moving into my next map, I know many of you guys are traveling over the weekend for Thanksgiving. And we're definitely experiencing lots of rain, especially here on the Ohio Valley. Now experts are saying that there might be some delays on your flight. So if you're definitely traveling in some of these airports, definitely take your measurements. Now onto my final map. Here are some videos about the rain that we got yesterday here at the Southwest. Now in Phoenix, they actually got to have hail, which is very surprising. It seems like this winter comes with a lot of surprises for the Southwest. Now that's all I have for your national weather, but I'll be back with your local forecast.
Have you always wanted to try yoga? Here's your chance to lengthen, strengthen, and tone your body with Happy Yoga with Sarah Starr. In each episode, Sarah guides you through a modified yoga practice using a chair for support, providing you with an easy entrance into a gentle yoga practice, all while featuring the beauty of Mother Nature. Enjoy a yoga practice that is invigorating, fun, and accessible, but most of all, effective.
On season 14 of Patty's Mexican Table, I'm rediscovering my hometown of Mexico City. A place where layers of history and flavor are apparent on every street. Here, chilangos have a saying, México Mágico. Así impresionante, tan intenso, te inspira.
In this place, we celebrate everything.
Salud. Salud. Come with me as I write this love letter to the city that made me.
Friday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back to News 22 Thursday. Let's take a look at how New Mexico is looking right now. For Farmington today, we have 49 degrees, Santa Fe 42, Albuquerque 56, Socorro 53, Ruidoso 46, Las Cruces 57, and Demon 56. Now, New Mexico tomorrow, Farmington is going to be at 51 degrees, Santa Fe 48, Albuquerque 55, Gallup 49, Socorro 57, Ruidoso 56, Las Cruces 61, and Demon 57. Now tonight in Alamogordo, you guys are going to experience some cloudy skies with a low of 42 degrees, and tomorrow some partially cloudy skies with a high of 60 degrees. Now today, intruder consequences, you guys are going to have a low of 41 degrees with some cloudy skies, and tomorrow a high of 59 degrees with some partially cloudy skies too. And in Silver City, you guys are going to be very cold today with a low of 36 with some cloudy skies and a high of 56 tomorrow with some partly cloudy skies. And right here in Las Cruces, we're also going to be a little cold tonight with 41 degrees, some cloudy skies, and tomorrow a high of 61 degrees with some cloudy skies too. Now back to the desk for more news.
Las Cruces High football is still riding high from that #1 seed momentum, Alejandro.
And then after a dominant first-round playoff win Friday night, the Bulldogs looked poised to repeat the kind of success they last saw in 2013, when they went undefeated and made a run to the state championship. Andrea Hernandez has more from the Field of Dreams.
Las Cruces High entered the postseason without a loss. Against Los Lunas, they played like a team, protecting a perfect record. From their first drive, the Bulldogs set the pace, racking up touchdowns and controlling momentum on both sides of the ball, beating the Tigers 49-29 to keep their undefeated record.
We don't play to expectations, we play to process, and that's really what we focus on is really these guys understanding this is what it takes, right? We have big goals, but we can't achieve those goals today. All we can achieve on this play is going and doing my process the best that I can do it. And if we stack those enough, then we're going to have a great opportunity to win at the end of the day.
Lopez says the team's success has come from strong leadership, such as the play of Carlos Gamboa on defense.
Everybody we play, we have this mindset where, we don't care who we play. We're gonna dominate every play and just focus on our process and keep thriving.
Out here on the same field they've been grinding on since August, the Las Cruces High Bulldogs have showed that consistency that has led them through the entire season. The coaches say that their hard work and perseverance has been their motto, and that definitely showed this past Friday night.
Our guys understand that, our thing we've been preaching all years is not how you start, it's how you finish. And so, yeah, we've started great. We're in a great position right now, but it doesn't mean anything if we don't go out there and finish. And so that's the mentality, and I think our fans and everybody expect the same thing, to go out and finish.
Now, Las Cruces moves on to the quarterfinals, hoping to add another W to their shiny record. Still the top seed, and still chasing their first championship appearance since 2013. Andrea Hernandez, News 22.
And Ben has more with sports.
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, we're going to take a deeper look at that game and how La Cueva could possibly pull off an upset. You can toss that remote because News 22 Sports is next.
The 4600 series of Love of Quilting is bursting with quilting techniques and patchwork projects.
In addition to creating memorable quilt blocks, we'll learn to make a simple quilted vest, a table runner made of men's ties, and a bag designed to carry your cutting mats.
You'll also master free motion and walking foot quilting, quilting in the hoop, serger techniques for quilters, and even quilt as you go.
We're excited to have you join us in the studio for this season of Love of Quilting.
Tuesday at 2:30 on KRWG Public Media.
On season 14 of Patty's Mexican Table, I'm rediscovering my hometown of Mexico City. A place where layers of history and flavor are apparent on every street. Here, chilangos have a saying, México mágico. Así impresionante, tan intenso, te inspira.
In this place, we celebrate everything.
Salud. Come with me as I write this love letter to the city that made me.
Friday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it!
Welcome back. I'm Ben Schlittler, and let's talk sports. Now, earlier in the program, Gia spoke with the coaching staff at Las Cruces High about their season, but what can La Cueva do if they want to force an upset? Now, nobody is questioning the Bulldogs' physicality on defense or their ability to run the ball. Daniel Amaro has just been a maniac this year, scoring an absurd 39 touchdowns. But can they throw the ball? In their big wins, they usually haven't thrown the ball much, and when they do, when they throw over 20 times, it tends to be one of the closer games. The Dogs' secondary has also been underwhelming at times when rushers get past that first line of tacklers. So, if Cueva can establish the pass game, take an early lead, and force the Dogs to throw the ball, they might have a chance. Unfortunately for the Bears, trying to stop a bowling ball like Amaro is easier said than done. Kickoff is tomorrow at 7 p.m. at Wilson Stadium. Now, we're going to go from a very hot team to a team on a freezing cold streak. The Aggie volleyball team is traveling to Miami for the Conference USA volleyball tournament, and if they want to leave the Sunshine State with a trophy, they'll really need to forget the last 3 weeks. The Aggies are going to take on Western Kentucky in round 1, who's currently ranked number 26 in the nation. Meanwhile, the Aggies have lost 5 games in a row, and all of those losses tell the same story. A good start before they trip all over themselves and collapse in the final sets. But bigger upsets have happened, and this Friday at 3, the Aggies are going to hope to shock the world. And you know we can't end the show without talking about the Battle of I-10. It'll be the 102nd game this weekend, but unfortunately this year's matchup more than ever screams stoppable force versus movable object. NMSU has gone on a 5-game losing streak after a relatively hot start, and UTEP has gone 1-7 in their last 8 games and cannot do anything in the fourth quarter. For NMSU, this game also has a little spice to it. With the loss early in the year against UNM, the Aggies could lose both games against their main rivals in back-to-back seasons. This Aggie squad is going to be itching for a victory, and they hope that their dynamite core of receivers can lead them to a win Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Sun Bowl. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action after Thanksgiving. Still ahead on News 22, Carmina will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
PBS News, providing trusted coverage in a rapidly moving news cycle.
The Supreme Court temporarily barred the Trump administration from deporting Venezuelan migrants.
And diving deeper into critical issues.
Over the past 15 years, pedestrian and cyclist deaths on our roads have increased dramatically.
Every year in the United States, as many as 1 billion birds die while migrating.
The way that we live, having windows, is killing birds.
Weekends at 6:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Love, can we hope to see all the broken-hearted people finally find peace? I don't want to believe it's just meant to be. Can our voices rise above to make history?
Started out as just a guitar player for many years before I got into songwriting, and so, it took me a little while to find my footing as a lyricist and a vocalist.
Saturday at 10 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at our top stories.
A New Mexico man is facing 21 years in prison for trafficking fentanyl after FBI agents seized 17,000 fentanyl pills from his vehicle. Teachers at Jornada Elementary created a reading cafe that gives students a place to explore books. They're inviting members of the community to volunteer to read or donate books to the cafe. And NMSU has a brand new PhD program for American Sign Language.
Cute. Let's take a look at that 5-day forecast, though. The week is ending with some of that rainy weather, but going into Thanksgiving week, we can expect some cold temperatures but sunny skies. Now that's all I have for your 5-day forecast.
And that's all for News 22 Thursday. Thank you for everyone for joining us tonight.
Tune in after Thanksgiving for our last couple newscasts of the semester, but don't go too far because Gabriela Muela is next with Noticias 22 en Español, right after this. I'm Alejandro Sanchez.
And I'm Carpio Grego. Good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes. Estas son las breves de hoy en Noticias 22 con Gabriela Muela. La oficina del alguacil del condado de Doña Ana solicita la ayuda del público en una investigación de homicidio ocurrido en junio. Los agentes respondieron a una llamada sobre una muerte sin testigos cerca de la cuadra 4000 del camino Dripping Springs. Los agentes encontraron el cadáver de Joseph Ruiz y la oficina del alguacil del condado de Doña Ana solicita la colaboración ciudadana de cualquier persona que haya observado alguna actividad sospechosa en la zona o posee información relevante. Se solicita que cualquier persona que tenga información se comunique en la central del despacho al 575-526-0795 o que proporcione información en la forma anónima a través de 1-800-22-8477. Un hombre de Nuevo México fue sentenciado en la Corte Federal en El Paso del miércoles pasado a 21 años de prisión por el tráfico de aproximadamente 1.5 kilos de fentanilo. Edgar Omar Martínez fue arrestado el 14 de marzo después que los agentes de Oficina Federal de Investigación confiscaran aproximadamente 17,000 pastillas de fentanilo de su vehículo. Martínez recibió las pastillas de un cómplice 2 semanas antes y se espera que le hubieran pagado $3,200 por participar. Martínez fue acusado el 9 de abril por intentos de distribuir 400 gramos o más o menos de fentanilo y un cargo de posesión de la droga. Se declaró culpable a los dos cargos en agosto del 26. El abogado Justin R. Simmons del Distrito Western de Texas dio el anuncio. El FBI investigó el caso y los fiscales adjuntos estadounidenses Kyle Myers y Michael Williams llevaron adelante el caso. Esto es todo por hoy. Muchas gracias por vernos en Noticias 22. Y recuerden vernos en la siguiente semana. Y recuerden seguirnos en nuestras redes sociales, Twitter, Instagram y Facebook. Muchas gracias. Esto es por hoy.